Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel. We are back in Upland, and we are awaiting the collection release for the second London city release. We have 3 minutes to go. It's 9:57, and we are in London right now. I have sold some more properties, so that's nice. I'll talk about that some, and then I should probably get my Discord open to where it's supposed to be. As usual, make sure you take your properties off the market before the collection release, which I know you can't do because you won't see this before that, but for the next release, it's a good idea to do that. Let's see, announcements. That's usually where they have the collections, right? I believe so. Let me double check. But Upland's a virtual real estate game. You can buy properties, trade them, rent them. And it's been a lot of fun for me, but I also feel like they're getting a little bit away from the actual property aspect of it. So we'll see how things go. But I'm just trying to see make sure I'm in the right spot. I believe I am. But they will announce the collections on, there it is, yep. This channel first in 2 minutes. And then we can see what they are. Collections in Upland, you buy a property. And in a city release, they release the properties for the first time for people to mint, which is when you first buy it, but then you can sell properties to other players as well. You collect a yield or kind of rent on that property, and Upland chooses collections a week after the release of the cities. And so those collections often add value to properties, increase the yield if you have enough properties in that collection, and the ultra rare collections can really increase the value of properties. So it's always interesting to see how that goes. Right now, we have 1 minute to go. This time is going quickly. I'm not super duper excited about the second release. The first release was much more interesting to me. The second release is kind of up in here, but I have sold some properties, so that's nice. In the second release, I spent a lot of UPIX and didn't sell anything for days and days. And then I started to sell some stuff. So most of the things I have sold, I bought a lot of cool named restaurants and a bar. None of those have sold, and I haven't had the markups that high. The things that have sold are, I think, are they announcing that here comes the collection? The things that have sold are the cheaper stuff at like 110, 120 mint. So I'm making a tiny bit, but not very much. So here come the collections. We'll see what they are. Aston and Marylebone. I have some, okay. Streets, Abbey, Baker, Oxford. I know where Baker is because I talked about Baker all the time on the first release and said that would be a cool. Is this Baker right here? No, where's Baker? I ran right by Baker. I know where it is. There's Baker. Oh, look, people are building buildings on Baker already. Baker 325. Oh, I should have seen what collection it is. Oh, it's rare. So I doubt there's any properties for sale here for cheap. But we'll just check real quick and see if anything was left for sale. I doubt it. That's not Baker. 250,000. I mean, that's really not a bad price for the mint of Baker. I don't feel like speculating on a really expensive stuff. And then Baker ends right there, and it goes up to here. In Oxford, I've talked about Oxford too, I think. Let's see. I imagine all these are pretty expensive because Baker was speculated beforehand too. 700,000, 749, 180. That's really not a bad price. But I just don't feel like speculating on that right now. And that's it. So Baker's pretty small. It could go up a lot in value. Is that? I mean, that one's really not. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy that. What was the other? Oh, someone already bought it. See, but I'm okay with that. Oxford Streets. Aston. What is Aston? I don't even remember seeing the Aston neighborhood. I have a bunch of properties in. Oh, my mouse. What happened? That's just die on me. Or did my computer freeze up? I think my mouse. There we go. Sometimes I smash my mouse enough. It does okay. Aston. Where is Aston neighborhood? I don't even. That's Regent Park, Church, Little Venice. I don't even know where Aston neighborhood is. How have I missed that? Let's see here. Why isn't my... Oh, wait. Oh, it's in Birmingham. That's why. That's why I don't know where it's at. So there's Aston up there in Birmingham. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what... 898, 12.5, 10... I mean, that's like sort of cheap, but it's just a purple... Not that awesome of a collection. And that's a pretty big neighborhood. So, there you go. Exciting, kind of. I don't know. A lot of people knew Abbey Road would be one that makes sense. Let's see what, is that on Abbey? It's a rare too, so that's kind of cool. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. So, there you go. That's excitement. Let's see what, I mentioned a lot of properties in here, and I did sell some of them, but let's see what kind of collection that is. The purple, which is the, I know people tell me what the collections are. I always forget what I know red's rare. Orange is usually ultra rare, right? Limited. And then blue is standard. Okay. Ultra rare is kind of the yellow. Orange is exclusive. So, a couple rares there. And then Oxford. I didn't go to Oxford Street yet. Yes, we know the collections are announced. Oxford is somewhere over here too. Look at that right there. There's Oxford. So let's see what kind of people building. Oh, that's not the right. Is that Oxford? That's Oxford. And that one is a rare too. Okay. Interesting, they have 3 rare streets. So, and it's always interesting to see what those, you know, prices will fall into, where they will go. Sometimes they shoot way up, sometimes they don't. Mint prices are going to be very high on those because it's in the West End. Properties are very, very expensive on the West End. I almost bought some stuff on Oxford, or minted some stuff on Oxford, because my Block Explorer came this direction here, but it was literally like $1 million to mint it, so $1 million UPX to mint it, I should say. And I was like, oof, I'm not close enough to small stuff to get it. So they have been, you know, I think they picked the famous streets. I talked about Oxford, talked about Baker, I talked about Regent 2 as possible streets, and Abbey Road. Everyone knows about that one. So yeah, I guess that's a collection. I'm not like super excited about. I mean, I guess we could, you know, they'll come back and try and mint some of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth doing or not. And they'll reprice it too, so they'll probably raise the price a bunch. I'll be interested to see what they do there. But that's the collection release. Let me know what you think, how you did. I didn't have anything on the roads, mostly because they're really, really expensive and to mint even. So, and I got too excited about my name properties right there. But that's okay. All right, we'll see what happens. Let me know how you did. Love seeing new subscribers. Love seeing the likes, comments, all that. And be back soon.